Nithyananda, everyone. Welcome to Kailasa 2023 January in Review. The 2023 New Year celebrations began with 8 darshans in 48 hours. From the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasanidhanam Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam, and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism announcing Kailasa is now ready. The 46th Avatar Dinotsava was attended by dignitaries from around the world and completed the 2022 breakthrough year for Kailasa, where diplomatic relationships extended to a further 33 agreements at various levels across 14 countries, with over 200 proclamations and certificates of recognition from various statesmen across 15 countries. And 37 cities in 4 countries formally declared January 3rd, 2023 as Kailasa's Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Nithyananda Day. January 2023 also witnessed the bilateral agreement signing ceremony between the United States of America, Newark, and the United States of Kailasa. The ceremony formally recognized the United States of Kailasa and signed the bilateral Sister Cities Agreement on January 11, 2023, encouraging in every possible way to unite all nations towards common human values such as global peace, eradication of poverty and hunger, religious tolerance, holistic health, and education initiatives. The flag of Kailasa was raised and the national anthem of Kailasa was sung with Her Excellency Vijayapriya Nithyananda, Kailasa's permanent ambassador to the United Nations, the Honorable Mayor Baraka, and Honorable Deputy Mayor De Freitas, along with other dignitaries attending the ceremony. The city of Newark is the most populous city in the U.S. state of New Jersey and the second largest city within the New York metropolitan area, with a population of over 300,000. Newark is also one of the oldest cities in the United States and has been an integral part of the Port of New York and New Jersey, with the primary container shipping terminal on the U.S. East Coast. January 2023 also saw many other diplomatic relationships established at various levels across the globe from the United States of Kailasa. The Paramashivoham offerings from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and the Global Summit to mold future enlightened Hindu leaders continued straight through in 2023, with free and open sessions and daily Bhava Samadhi Darshans broadcast live on the various Nithyananda TV platform outlets. The founding fathers of Kailasa, Kailasa's Sarvanyapita, the Hindu think tank, is the traditional Hindu, all-knowing seat of knowledge. As whenever the core foundation of human civilization and the Vedic civilization is in danger, an avatar, incarnation descends to revive, protect, and radiate Sanatana Hindu Dharma, or Hinduism, for the whole of human civilization. Kailasa's Sarvanyapita initiatives continue to enrich, support, and literally feed millions around the world. January 2023 also brought Vaikunta Ekadashi, Pradosham, and Purnima celebrations and Anadan free food offerings by Kailasa centers around the world.
श्रियकान्ताय कल्याण निधये निधयेर्तिनाम् श्रीवेङ्कट निवासाय श्रीनिवासाय मङ्गलम् लक्ष्मी सविभ्रमालोक सुभ्रू विप्रम चक्षुषे चक्षुषे सर्वलोकानां वेङ्कटेशाय मङ्गलम्
Chinese New Year. Tritiya Samvatsara. Swami Vivekananda Jayanti. Kailasa's Hindu votes. The Rat Saptami celebrations for Lord Surya.
Koti Surya Swarupinam Anandaganta Ishwaram Bhakta Hridaya Nivasinam Nithyanandam Namostude Koti Surya Swarupinam Anandaganta Ishwaram Bhakta Hridaya Nivasinam Nithyanandam Namostude Yastam Veda Saveda Vid.
And continuing offerings of Atma Shanti and Maheshwara Puja from Kailasa and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
Fertilized by the Ashwatha, has its roots above with the leaves and branches spreading below the earth. The leaves
Abhishekam and offerings for the Jivan Samadhi of Vedanta Guru of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Mata Vibhutananda Puri, near the Amani Aman temple in Tiruvannamalai. Arudra Darshanam, the first of 6 auspicious times during the year when Lord Nataraja is offered Abhishekam.
ஆடுகின்றான் அவன் கூத்தனாக திருப்பாதம் தூக்கி மறையோதுகின்றான் பிறை சூடி அந்தணரின் பாடலுக்கு தினம் ஆடுகின்றான் அவன் கூத்தனாக திருப்பாதம் தூக்கி மறையோதுகின்றான் பிறை சூடி அந்தணரின் பாடலுக்கு என்று இயலிசை நாடகமாய் முத்தமிழ் இயற்றிய நாயகனே தகதிமி தாளமொடு இல்லையில் ஆடிடும் தாண்டவனே இன்மைக்கும் ஈரேழு பிறவிக்கும் துயர் நீக்க பிறந்தோடி வருகின்ற யமயாலும் நடராஜா வயமாகி மயமாகி.
And of course the grand Pongal celebrations around the world encompassing Makara Sankranti, Bhogi and Saptaprahara Swapradakshinam in Tiruvannamalai.
Listen, life is all about knowing you are many. I tell you, knowing you are many means everything is you. And start flowing. Your whole life will become honey and money. Money or happiness, all that is byproduct of knowing you are many. Understand? If you are able to understand this, you are many. Your inner space will become large, Chidambara, conscious space. I'll make that happen in you now through churning your Kundalini Shakti. Om. Om. Om.
என்னப்பனல்லவா என் தாயுமல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளித்தவா என்னப்பனல்லவா என்னப்பனல்லவா என் தாயுமல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளித்தவா என்னப்பனல்லவா என் தாயுமல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளித்தவா நிலையில்லாய் வாழ்வில் நித்தியமாய் விளங்கும் ஆனந்தம் கரையில்லா ஆனந்தத்தை தடை செய்திடும் அடம்பனம் நிலையில்லாய் வாழ்வில் நித்தியமாய் விளங்கும் ஆனந்தம் கரையில்லா ஆனந்தத்தை தடை செய்திடும் அடம்பனம் தடை தகர்த்து வெல்ல நித்யானந்தன் தந்த சூத்திரம் நித்யானந்த ஸ்புரணம் இந்த உலகில் இணையில்லா வரும் நித்யானந்த ஸ்புரணம் இந்த உலகில் இணையில்லா வரும் என்னப்பனல்லவா என் தாயுமல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளித்தவா என்னப்பனல்லவா என் தாயுமல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளித்தவா ஆழியாய் விருந்து நிற்கும் கர்மனே
Kailasa in Canada led the Tamil Heritage Month festivities with a grand event involving various leaders from the Tamil and Hindu communities, as well as dignitaries from a variety of organizations in attendance.
அருணையில் உதித்த நித்தியனை போற்றி மாமுதுரை மீட்ட சுந்தரா போற்றி அருணையில் உதித்த நித்தியனை போற்றி மாமுதுரை மீட்ட சுந்தரா போற்றி நித்யானந்தா அனந்தா அனந்தா நித்யானந்தா நித்யானந்தா அனந்தா அனந்தா நித்யானந்தா நித்யானந்தா அனந்தா அனந்தா நித்யானந்தா.
Kailasa is focusing on making the world understand the contribution of Tamil civilization, how it is still workable, it is still usable. It's a working model. It's not a relics or ancient heritage to be kept in museum. It is supposed to be enjoyed in your living room, kitchen, bedroom, everywhere in your existence. This is not just ancient, enlightened, but also practical, usable, workable, living civilization, living heritage, living lineage.
நிறைவாய் நஞ்சியமுதாய் நயந்தாய் போற்றி கனவிலும் அன்பர்க்கு ஆனாய் போற்றி கலியுகம் காத்த
January also brought the announcement of another report from Kailasa, published by the United Nations, on the persecution of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, Kailasa's gurukuls, and Kailasa's children and women. This is the United Nations Special Rapporteur on the sale and sexual exploitation of children, including child prostitution, child pornography, and other child sexual abuse material on reparation for child victims and survivors of sale and sexual exploitation. The report details the weaponization of sexual violence targeting women and children, especially of minority traditions, is part of a more pervasive and systematic campaign targeting certain indigenous spiritual traditions, minority communities, and their leaders. One such indigenous spiritual tradition currently targeted for extermination by the deep state elements is the Hindu Aboriginal Indigenous Agricultural Tribes community, led by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Kailasa's Nithyananda Gurukul, the traditional residential education system of AIAT, is one of the core components of AIAT from a tender age. They learn the 64 vidyas, types of knowledge, in a unique method of knowledge transmission. Since 2010, deep state elements have forcibly and unlawfully shut down the indigenous Nithyananda Gurukuls, depriving many AIAT children of their fundamental human rights and right to traditional education. Several terrorist attacks continue on the AIAT Gurukul schools and the children to destroy the Gurukul indigenous education system, ironically by the state bodies responsible for the reparation. And media reveals the truth about no Interpol notice against the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Interpol debunked the spate of disinformation in media of any Interpol notice or diffusion against Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, in deference to the fact that he is the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and head of the state of the United States of Kailasa. The persecution of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been recognized by the United Nations, international bodies, and multiple countries, after baseless rumors spread about Interpol notices being issued against the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Media like the News Minute unveiled the truth of no Interpol notice against the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, along with clear evidence of letters directly from Interpol on the same. With this, we'd like to thank you all for joining us for this quick look back at the January 2023 from the United States of Kailasa. We'll see you next month. Nithyananda.